He immediately unmatched me.
Y'all, I can't. I thought I could do this. I thought I could try these dating apps again, but I can't because it's so friggin' annoying.
I've come to realize that he really doesn't know how to love. What is with dating over 50? So I'm looking through Match again because it's kind of the only option. I'm not going to go bar hopping, and I'm not going to do speed dating, and I can't meet anybody at school. So the only choice I have, I guess, right now, other than somebody just knocking on my door and saying, "Hi, I'm Mr. Wonderful," is to scroll through dating apps. And I've been looking through Match, and what is up with the pool of men? Anybody else? I mean, it seems like the only time I find one that I'd actually be interested in, they're a catfish, and they're not even a real person. They're just a bot. It's so discouraging. Anyone else?
Take a look in the mirror, Grandma. Any man would be just as discouraged to match with you.
Tinder log. Day, I don't know. It feels like 100. I matched with this guy on Tinder, and he was super cute. I was like, oh, okay. So he liked me, I liked him. We matched, yay. So anyway, this morning he sent me a message, and he was like, "Good morning." But I was at my work event, so I couldn't respond to him. So when I got home, I was like, "Hey, sorry for the delay. Like, I was working." And so he wrote back, and he was like, "Oh, no problem, blah, blah, blah." And so we, sent a few messages back and forth, real short ones, nothing earth-shattering at all. And he says, "Hey, do you have Snapchat?" Everyone on dating apps right now who's watching this video knows what that means. And if you don't, good, I'm glad. Anyway, so I was like, okay. So I said, "No, I'm sorry, I don't." Well, he immediately unmatched me. Unmatched me. Nothing. It was like, okay. So that's over now. This has been really fun for me. I just want you to know that I love it. This is the best time I've ever had. But I'm trying to have a good sense of humor about it. And obviously, if I have funny stories like that, I will share them with you, because why shouldn't you share in my joy?
This is to all my girlies out there dating, especially if you're over 50 like me. Friday night, I went out on a date after 2 years, and the end of the date, I was told that I am not settled. And I really paused to try to figure out how someone after 2 hours of a dinner could figure out that I'm not settled. Or maybe he just couldn't handle the fact that I have actually taken care of 2 children, created my own career, have done quite well for myself after my divorce. And that is a very settled woman. But unfortunately, we are a little fragile, and we take things personally. And these men can make these daggers, not realizing that the definition of settled doesn't mean small, quiet, dependent women. It's strong, confident women, and that's what we are. So always believe in yourself.
A woman who is actually settled doesn't need to cry on TikTok to convince a bunch of strangers that she's settled.
Hey, TikTok family. So I haven't posted in a really long time because the person I was posting with was my boyfriend up until recently. Today is the day he's coming over this morning to get some things from my house. One of them being a vehicle, so he has to come here to get that. I just wanted to get real with y'all. Like 2.5 years, like 2 years and 8 months we were dating, and I thought, this was it. I was widowed 5.5 years ago, and we really took our time with this relationship. And, you know, those red flags you see in the beginning, you really need to pay attention to them. And these weren't huge red flags. They were very subtle red flags. But I've come to realize that he really doesn't know how to love. And even though it felt like he did, when you're in a committed relationship and you're talking about the future, and then all of a sudden your romantic feelings just kind of fizzle out temporarily, you don't quit. You don't give up. Not if you really love each other.
Can't blame him. He was so broken by his first failed marriage that his defenses go up the moment she mentions commitment.
Just thinking about the amount of money I could spend on just like the beauty treatments that I want right now. Like, I really want a new nose. I really want like a surgical lip flip. Like, I want lip filler. I want chin filler. I want cheek filler. I want my eyebrows. Like, really want like an eyebrow lift like that. Oh, I really want that actually. Because my eyebrows are just so heavy. I want a boob job. Honestly, I really want a boob job. I want some Botox in my trap muscles because, like, why are they like that? I wish there was a plastic surgery that existed, like a calf implant, because I'm tired of my tiny calves. I need like $1,000 worth of new jewelry. I need spider vein removal in my legs. Like, they're really getting out of hand. I need laser hair removal on my legs too, would be cool. I need like $2,000 worth of new makeup. I need like a bunch of new skincare items. I need my hair redone. I need shampoo. I need conditioner. I need like some form of scar removal on my scalp so that this big like scar isn't there anymore. I need about, did I already say a whole new summer wardrobe? I need a whole new summer wardrobe. I think I already said like skincare, makeup. I really need new perfume. Honestly, like a lifetime membership to like a Pilates and hot yoga studio would be nice. And I think that's about it.
They're wants, not needs, and no amount of money spent on reinventing yourself is going to help you defeat the wall.
Okay, so it's time for another installment of Dating Over 40. And this question is mostly for the guys, and ladies, I would like to know if this has ever happened to you. So, there have been several times that this has happened to me or to friends of mine, and I just need to know why, what the issue is. So you meet somebody and you start talking and you're getting to know them or whatever, and you set up a date. And then the day of the date rolls around and something happens and they need to reschedule. No big deal. I mean, life happens, that's fine. But then it's kind of like, after that, it just kind of dwindles away to nothing. Or it can be like, what happened to a girlfriend of mine not long ago is that she had a date with this guy and they were supposed to meet, and then he just didn't show up at all. Like, did not come at all. And then tried to make her feel bad about it. Why? Why can't people just be honest? What happened to that part of being a decent person? I would rather somebody just look at me and go, no, sis, you are not my type. It's not going to work. Then just be a douche. I mean, just be honest and upfront. Why do men, and I'm sure women do that too. I'm not saying women don't do that. I'm just saying from my point of view, I'm talking about why the men do this. Anybody want to give me any insight? Anybody want to tell me why? Explain that to me. What it is, what happens, what the problem is. Help me out.
On my way to a first date, we matched on Hinge. I know nothing besides he's good looking and Christian. This is what I'm wearing. And I'm very excited. I'm actually not nervous. I feel like I used to think first dates were so scary. But then I realized that I'm confident in who I am, and it's really just getting to know someone and deciding if you want to be around them again. So there's no nerves. I'm really hungry. That did not go well. Very nice guy. Very sweet, very handsome, very attractive, very successful. But I feel like I was just like talked at for the last 2 hours. The dinner was great, but I was just like talked at. Okay, not compatible. On to the next.
When my marriage split up, it didn't take me long to start dating again. A couple weeks. 15 years with the same person, you know. So I get on Tinder and I hit it off with a guy within 24 hours. And I think to myself, this dating thing, it's going to be a breeze. Got this. We're both looking for something casual but consistent. Perfect. After chatting for a week, we arranged to meet at a pub near his place. And he shows up adorable. Great conversation. Very well-mannered. The conversation actually gets around to plants somehow. And he mentions his peach trees. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, did you say peach trees? You have peach trees? And he takes his shot. I'm only a few minutes away. Do you want to go see them? Yeah. Really love your peaches. Want to shake your trees? I want to see your trees. So we go, we pull up to his property, and there's actually a lot of trees. There's a lot of trees. He shows me the peach trees. Cool. And then he actually proceeds to take me around his entire yard to explain every other plant. He's got fig trees, he's got kiwi trees, he's got apple trees, he's got cherry trees, he's got tomatoes, he's got kale, he's got Brussels sprouts, he's got this flower, he's got that bush. Finally, he asks me if I want to come inside. Fuck yes. And he opens the front door. He's a gentleman. He ushers me in, and I walk in and I see plants. Fucking plants everywhere. I see lemon trees, snake trees, avocado plants. He's got to explain it all. He tells me about his pellet stove. He shows me his kids' bedrooms. At this point, I need a snack or a nap. We get to the end of the hallway. It's his bedroom. I walk in and I am scanning every surface looking for another goddamn plant, maybe a bonsai tree. Nothing. So I look at him and he finally introduces me to his banana tree.
I just left the most bizarre first date from Hinge that I've ever been on, and that is saying a lot because I almost always have bizarre dating experiences. And y'all, I just want to say, like, I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. I know I'm always on here bashing men and carrying on, and I get it. It's not cute, and I'm not even like, it's not new, it's not original. But y'all, I'm trying. I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying to be open-minded. I'm trying to be romantically optimistic. But you guys, this is not it. This is not it, you guys. I went to dinner with a nice man. I thought that's got a decent job. We had similar interest. Like, I'm using the burnt haystack method. If you guys don't know what that is, look it up. Like, I'm being selective. I'm doing quality over quantity. I'm being open-minded. I'm being enthusiastic. You guys, like, what? So we meet. We meet at the Mexican restaurant. Very casual, which is great. It's perfect for a first date. I don't want it to be high stakes. He immediately is like, so why are you divorced? Like, bitch, what? Like, where do you want me to start? Like, I said, well, I mean, do you want me to trauma dump right here and there? Like, okay. And I mean, that's part of dating in your 40s, is it's like, you know, you bring the baggage with you and you're like, I'll show you yours, you show me mine, right? So it's fine. So I kind of go into like the nutshell version of things. Well, then he's like asking more questions. And so I'm like, okay, like I'll tell you the whole story, like whatever. So we get into that, which is just not, you know, what you want to do on a first date, but like whatever, it is what it is. So I'm trying to be really diplomatic about it, but like that's immediately the vibes are dark. You know, it's like, what are we talking about? Red flag number one was when he basically said that his ex-wife hates him, thinks he's an asshole, wants nothing to do with him. His kids fight to come over to see him, all this. And I was like, okay, well, okay, we're already wrapping this up because we already know, like, if you're openly admitting to me that you know your ex-wife hates you, but you just don't know why. I'm like, well, I bet she does. But whatever. I thought, you know, that's fine. That's neither here nor there. Whatever. So right off the bat, it's like, this is not the direction I like to go on a first date, but we're here. Let's just do it. So then he asked, now, and I'm going to say this, I am not super picky when it comes to appearances. Like I don't have like a type. I don't have height requirements or looks requirements. Like I'm very open. That's not what leads me because it just doesn't. It never has. And I mean, of course we always want to be attracted to someone, but like there's like, that's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you have to look like Brad Pitt or I'm not dating you or whatever. That's not it. So I would say that this man was, his pictures were great. I think the youth would probably describe him as mid. And that's fine, because that's fine with me. And maybe I'm mid to some people. Like, I don't know. Like, that's not for me to say. So he asked me, what do I look for in a partner? And I said, you know, kindness, enthusiasm, emotional intelligence, like a soft place to land, you know, blah, 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 like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, because this is what I offer as a partner. I offer support and, you know, kindness and emotional intelligence too. And like, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm like, that's where I'm at. I'm like, so what do you look for in a partner? He's like, I want someone to have fun with, and she's got to be ridiculously hot. I thought he was kidding. Like, sir, you kind of look like a Muppet. And I said, are you serious? Like, she has to be ridiculously hot? He was like, yeah, she's got to be ridiculously hot. I mean, fine, but like, you're, for who? Like, what? Like, okay, that's fine. So then we finished our food and we're just chatting and we're talking about our jobs and we're having great back and forth. Like I'm talking, he's talking, we're talking about Saturday Night Live characters that we love. He like texts me some of his favorite skits. Like this is not a one-sided conversation. But at this particular moment toward the end, we were talking about our jobs and like what we both, like the day-to-day of our jobs. And I was like explaining something about the day-to-day of my job. And I was like, but when I used to work here, this was something I focused on versus this. Like I was mid like description of this conversation. And he literally looks at his watch and he goes, well, Christy, I've got to go. It's time for me to go. Like, am I keeping you from your extremely hot woman? Like, I don't even think the period had gotten to the end of my sentence when he said that. I mean, look, maybe I was boring him to tears. Like, I'm not beyond that. Like, I don't think I'm boring. I don't think I was dominating the conversation. I can tell you plenty of things that I learned about him in this date. But y'all, he had to go. So I said, yeah, let's go. And I mean, I got up and walked out. And I am just flabbergasted. Like, I have never in my life, like, good luck and God bless. I hope you find your ridiculously hot woman that, let's see, he told me he doesn't really have a lot of friends. His ex-wife hates him. His kids don't want to spend any time with him, and he needs to go. So, good luck. There's a lid for every pot. And I hope that he finds his lid, because, baby, I am not the one. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm going to go home to my cats. Because this is it, y'all. I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying. But it's giving nothing. It's giving nothing. So, happy dating.
You're not going to believe this. Even I don't. The part I don't believe is that I found myself in that situation. Here it is. Date number 2 with the gentleman. First date, he lives about an hour away, drives up here. We go out to a nice lunch, early dinner, 4 o'clock. So an early dinner. We had a nice time and a okay conversation. Nothing really exciting, but he didn't ask any questions about me. He told me a couple of things about himself, but he was perfectly fine, not saying anything, just eating. And then he wanted to come back to my house. He wanted to see where I lived. So we did come back to my house. We sat on my patio, and he didn't like the outside. He wanted to hang around inside. And I go home, so I graciously sent him home. Date number 2, he calls me and says, I'd like to see you tomorrow. Are you going to, is that all right? I said, oh, well, I can shuffle my schedule around and I'll take the afternoon off from work. I don't get a lot of time off, okay? So I did that. And I said to him, hey, there's a big event going on that's going to be really great here in my town. Would you like to go? I was actually going to buy the tickets. They were very expensive too. And he said, oh no, I don't really feel like that. It'd be much too late. It'd be much too late when I get there for that. I said, oh, okay. Okay. All right. He got here in plenty of time to go to this event, hours before this event. And he got here and he wanted to hang around my house. And I said something about maybe go get a bite to eat. And he said, well, I'm not really hungry yet. And so I thought, oh, okay. Reasonable enough. So he makes himself at home on my sofa. He's got my remote control, 84-inch TV, Roku. He's sitting here playing, having himself good times, feet up on my coffee table. And I just thought, he puts on some old cowboy movie. And I thought, I don't want to watch that shit. I don't want to watch that. What's up with that? So I thought, okay, well, I really don't know how to bring up this conversation. Like, hey, I really don't want to watch that. I'm not even the least bit interested. So I piddled and puttered around my house doing things. He had gotten up at some point and gone to his car to, get his phone charger or plug something. I don't know. I was busy taking care of my household little projects that I hadn't had time to take care of now that I got an afternoon off. A little while later, I said, so I bring it up again. Let's go do something. Oh, I don't really feel like I just want to relax today. Well, in my head, the voice was screaming, go home and relax. Get off my damn sofa. But I didn't. My politeness kind of kicked in, took over. I don't know why. That little thing on my shoulder is always making me be polite because I don't feel like that. So that goes on. Another movie. I thought, what the hell? I putter around a little further, and I noticed that in my guest bathroom that something's different in there, but I don't know what. And okay. So I'm puttering around the house, putting things away, and cleaning up, folding some laundry. I'm killing time here at my house, feeling awkward in my own house, feeling unwelcomed and out of place in my own house that I pay all the bills to. I pulled myself together, thought I'm overreacting. It's all in my head. I go in my ensuite, my bathroom in my private bedroom, and I noticed there is a toothbrush and an extra bar of soap in my bathroom on the counter. What in the hell? So I said, is that yours? Knowing it was. The damn cat didn't bring it in. And he said, oh yeah. He said, I was just going to stay over. He says, long drive. I said, it's only an hour. It's not a long drive. Date number 2. Oh, okay. No, I said, that's not, no, we're not going to do that. You have wasted my whole afternoon off. I don't get a lot of time off, and I'm offended and put out that you have wasted my whole afternoon off. This is not a date. This is you being a bum, hanging around my house, soaking up my air conditioning, playing with my Roku 84-inch TV and watching my streaming channels and eating snacks and just hanging out, helping yourself in my fridge. Drank my last beer. I had one little beer in the fridge, just one. It'd been there for, I don't know, a few days, a week, month, hell, who knows. But got in the fridge, opened that beer and told me, you're out of beer. When he had said it earlier in the day, I didn't say it. I just thought, who in the F is he talking to? I'm out of beer. Like I was supposed to. I'd had all the acting polite that I could take, and I just let him have it. I said, you're rude. You don't have any dating etiquette. You don't have any house manners, and you don't. He said, well, I've got a good job, and the fuck does that got to do with me? I got a good job too. Was that? You have a job? That's what you got to offer, fool. Do you see this beautiful home and all these pretty things in it? Guess who provides them? Me. I got a job. Get the hell out of my house. Go home. Y'all, I'm going to be single forever. I am just sure of it. Y'all that are married, keep in mind all the good ones are married. Y'all take good care of them, okay? Congratulations. Take good care of them. But we who threw some out, we should not have thrown them out with the trash. No. We should have taken them down to the garbage incinerator and tossed them in there so that our counterparts wouldn't have to be doing this in the dating pool. I'm going to be single forever. It's a good thing I like myself. It's a good thing I enjoy my own company because I'm going to be single forever.
So I don't think dating's for me. I think I'm done. 42 and done. 42 and done. I can't tolerate it. I get annoyed. Maybe it's just the people that I'm talking to. I don't know. Or the person that I'm talking to. I'm sorry. Annoys me. Tells me how I'm feeling. Mind you, I text. We're texting. We're not even talking on the phone like I'm like in high school or something. Oh my God. That's what it's been the whole time. Boring. And listen, if I don't feel a connection with you, I'm just going to blatantly say, boo, I don't feel it. But sometimes, I guess maybe because of my last relationship, I kind of put a wall up. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, maybe you're not really giving them a chance. Maybe you're just jumping and saying, nope. But I just don't think I can. I just don't know. Maybe it's just the wrong person. Like, he tries to tell me how I feel because I'm texting. Mind you, listen. I am bipolar. I'm on medication. Okay. Half the world is not right. But, listen, you really can't tell. I'm a good person. But I'm blunt. Yes. I will tell you how I feel. Probably won't sugarcoat it. So I guess people take me as a bitch. But that's okay. That's okay because that's who I am. And if you don't like me, then blah, 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 blah. But anyways, my last relationship, God, it took my peace away. It took my peace. It took my brain, like it fried it almost. Like toxic. I mean, the first year was great. First year was amazing. Best man I could ever ask for, right? Then this started happening. Turn into a demon, buddy. Demon. So, it's been a year. I have not dated. Not wanted to date. Not wanted to. Oh my God, it was that bad. I get on this daggone date and stuff, and it's weird. Swipe. And then, like, you swipe on them, and then you're like, what do I even say? Hi, how are you? How you doing today? And then where does it go from there? Then they're like, you want to go get a drink? then you gotta think, well, I don't really drink. I mean, you want to get dinner? And then it just doesn't come out to nothing. Well, then I start talking to somebody. But it's texting. Like, I feel like I'm in high school. I'm just, and then it comes across as, like, ignorant sometimes when you're talking because you're texting. It's not like verbal. So you can't really get your point across, really. And if you are, like with me, a blunt person, then it comes off as, I guess, mean sometimes. I don't know. It's just I don't remember things that I say. I don't remember. So, but with this person, like, at first I was like, no, I don't think so. It's not gonna work. But then I was like, okay, Shanna, well, you really didn't give him a chance. Probably just because your last relationship was cringe. And you just don't want to go through it. So I was like, okay, let me do this again. Nope. First of all, joking and putting someone down, not for me. Not for me. No, 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 no. I don't care if you're joking or not. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not funny. How would you think that's funny? I don't get it. I don't understand. But I quit. 42. And I quit. I am done. I'm going to be single. I'm going to be single by myself. It's peaceful. I don't got to talk to anybody about how I feel or have to. No. I'm gonna raise my 11-year-old, which my 21-year-old, he's out in the world working, and I'm gonna raise my 11-year-old, and that's it. And I'm gonna do my TikToks because I love y'all. Love y'all. Do you guys have issues with dating? Tell me. I need to know. I need to know. Give me the tea. Give me the tea. I'm going live tonight. Love you guys.